All right, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you aboard the Steve Malzberg Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thursday edition from our New York City studios. Very, very busy day, and we don't know yet what the night will hold for Charlotte, North Carolina, in the wake of the shooting of a man police say had a gun. There was a press conference today. People want the video released, and the police chief in Charlotte saying he will release the video to the family. He'll show the video to the family, but they will not be releasing the videos of the shooting. He also had this to say about the video of the shooting.
The video does not give me absolute, definitive, visual evidence that would confirm that a person is pointing a gun. I did not see that in the videos that I've reviewed. So what I can tell you, though, is when taken in the totality of all the other evidence, it supports what we've heard in the version of the truth that we gave about the circumstances that happened that led to the death of Mr. Scott.
Okay, so what he's saying is it doesn't show, he doesn't see in the video the guy getting out of his car pointing a gun at the cops, but what he has said in the past was that against orders, against police orders, he got out of the car with a gun. And you can't do that. And I hear, well, there's a right to carry in North Carolina. If the cop tells you, put the gun down and get out of the car with your hands up, and you come out of the car with a gun, that doesn't fall under the right to carry. I'm sorry. I mean, where are we in this country with this cockamamie, phony baloney media that we have? And Hillary is a whole nother story. So anyway, so that's that. Donald Trump. I took Donald Trump to task in America Talks Live, the show we have on at noon with yours truly, Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. You could catch me at noon and at 7. And I criticized Trump for saying that the female officer in Tulsa choked and maybe shouldn't be a cop if she can't handle the pressure, and the guy followed all the directions. No, he didn't. He did not, according to the police and her attorney. She told him for over a minute, stop, get down on your knees, because he kept walking and putting his hand in his pocket, and she didn't know anything about him. So she had the gun on him, said, stop, stop. He didn't stop, he didn't stop. He kept walking back to the car, kept putting his hand in his pocket, according to the officer's attorney. And then when he got to the car, she perceived him to be reaching into the car. She thought he was reaching for a gun. She shot him. Justified or not, you tell me. But Donald Trump said she choked. Donald Trump said the guy did everything he was supposed to do. No, he did not. Now, having said that, and having criticized Donald Trump for that, and having said that Donald Trump owes this female police officer an apology, and I still believe that, he was in Pennsylvania today, and he did, I think Pittsburgh, and he did make some rather good remarks on what the chaos and the nonsense and the rioting that's going on is all about.
We honor and recognize the right of all Americans to peacefully assemble, protest, and demonstrate. But there is no right to engage in violent disruption or to threaten the public safety and peace of others. Every single American in our country is entitled to live in a safe community. The violence against our citizens and our law enforcement must be brought to a very rapid end.
And here's Donald Trump talking about a Trump administration and what it would mean.
Crime and violence is an attack on the poor and will never be accepted in a Trump administration. Never, ever. Our job is not to make life more comfortable for the violent disruptor, but to make life more comfortable for the African-American parent trying to raise their kids in peace, to walk their children to school, and to get their children great educations. We have to cherish and protect those people.
He's also talked about stop and frisk for the city of Chicago, where they've had over 3,000 shootings this year and over 3,600 murders in that city of Barack Obama's home city since Obama became president. Anyway, you want an example? You want to see some of what took place yesterday? It's open season on whites in Charlotte. For any white person stupid enough, and I'm not blaming, don't get me wrong, any white person daring, I should say, to be out in the street of Charlotte in their own city. Imagine that. Look what happened to this white guy in a garage, a parking garage last night. Let's roll this. They track him down, take his clothes off, and beat him. What the mayor and the police chief of that city and the attorney general of the United States and the feckless president of the United States should have said by now is that everybody in that video will be identified, hunted down, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law for every crime possible, including bias crimes. I didn't hear it from one of them. Not from one of them, because they couldn't care less. Go hunt down whites in the street, black rioters. President won't say nothing. Nobody will say anything. And look what they did to this homeless guy. Kicked him right in the head. Another white guy being